hate snakes! Oh!
There is no shortage of arcade throwback games on Steam, but in this humble skeleton's opinion, not a one of them approaches the dizzying heights of quality that Annalynn achieves. A game that delivers both an authentic retro experience and the most compelling arcade gameplay I've experienced since, Moochie Moochie Pork? This charming little gem comes to us from Cruz Elroy, a name I originally took at face value. Cruz Elroy? Sounds like a normal name to me, but a quick Google search revealed that it's actually a term used to describe Blinky speeding up when you eat enough dots in Pac-Man. I don't get it, that's like calling Goku Lance Patrick when he powers up, but it makes sense the creator of Annalynn would take on that moniker considering the game's clear Pac-Man inspiration. Did you know Blinky has a daughter named Yum Yum? I've seen people compare this game to Mappy, and sorry, but that's a very surface level comparison. Also, Mappy sucks. Annalynn takes the Pac-Man formula and does a much better job at adapting it into a side-scroller than that yellow dot muncher ever did. It's all here. You've got your rows of delectable gold nuggets to gobble up, charming mid-game intermissions, bonus food, and 4 curiously named snakes.
Randy, Handy, Candy, and Mike. Well, first you get Randy, then you get Handy.
These goddamn snakes are the reason it took me 3 years to finally come around to making this video. Back then, I could tell the game was solid and I wanted to talk about it, but those snakes were so much more of a challenge to deal with than Pac-Man ghosts. At least those guys, you can always see where they are, depending on the port you're playing anyway. Yeah, I originally thought the snakes were kind of BS, the way they could duck into a cave outside my field of view and pop back out right on top of me.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
So I dropped it, only coming back for a quick play like a couple times a year, till about a month ago when I decided to play the game every day until I, what is it the kids say, got good? And guess what? I got pretty dang good. And one of the tricks was learning to use my ears. But Skelly, you don't have ears. Shut up. Dodging the 4 members of the Venom Brigade with your finely honed gamer reflexes is the caveman's way of handling them.
Yeah, I am a beast!
The gentleman gamer will instead learn their behaviors, keep vague tabs on their current whereabouts, and listen closely for this essential sound cue.
Snake. He's in the walls. Snake. He's in the goddamn walls!
Pay attention to the slithers and you will never be caught with your pants down in front of a cave again. You can even use them to set yourself up to nab all 4 snakes with a blinding gem. Manage to do this with every gem on a stage along with collecting the bonus item and you'll get a perfect bonus, which I recommend you do in the easy early stages so you can fast track those extra life point thresholds. Trust me, you're gonna need them. 1 credit clearing this game isn't something you can just do on a whim. Just ask the 3% of players that have managed it. If I'm in the right position, I'll sometimes wait near one of the, gaping cave buttholes and nab an easy quad kill when the snakes respawn.
Just what I needed. Gotcha.
Sure, it's playing dirty, but with how relentless these death noodles are, I don't feel bad about it. These boots are made for kicking snakes, and that is just what they'll do. The snakes are basically Pac-Man ghost analogs with the same programmed behaviors. Randy will chase you down relentlessly, Handy and Candy will try to predict your movements, and Mike's the drunk pain in the ass that does whatever he wants. He's most often the one that screws up my quad kill bonuses. Goddamn snake. And it doesn't take long before it gets even harder. The first intermission, besides being charming as heck, girl's like, I'ma kick that snake. And then she kicks the snake. This scene demonstrates that snakes will start leaping down from upper platforms, which shouldn't give you much trouble so long as you keep moving. But the flame-spewing mines, moving conveyor belts, and bottomless pits might give you cause for concern. Oh my god, that is the funniest falling death I have ever heard. Turn on voice lines as soon as you can, it really adds to the experience. Slippery ice physics and movement impeding wind? That's quite the ball flicker of a combo. It took 3 years of it sending me crying back to other games, but now I finally can like and appreciate the challenge that Annalynn brings. And as you can see, it's not just the compelling gameplay. It absolutely nails endearing character design and expressive animations, which isn't the easiest thing to do with such tiny sprites. The soundtrack enforces that retro authenticity while also being pretty dang catchy. I must have played through those first levels at least 100 times, and I never got tired of that blippy boopy theme. You know that meme with the guy on the flaming piano? That's R.R. Thiel and Cruz Elroy going ham on the Korg gadget. I recently became a fan of R.R. Thiel's work. You should check him out on YouTube sometime. I'll post a link in the description. And when you get tired of the main game, you can hop over to random mode to remix the crap out of it. It's a great way to get a little practice on those later levels without needing to trudge through the whole game. It even comes with a fun little minecart bonus level, and if you've played DKC since the 90s like I have, you'll be in your element here. Once you get over the difficulty hump and start figuring it out, Annalynn is just a blast. You don't get many chances to stand still and take a breath. You gotta stay on your toes, you gotta dodge those snakes, get those bonus items, mind the timing on the wind, don't burn your tushy, kick, 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 get that pie, evade the robo snakes, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to call yourself champion of the mines. Man, what a great game. And it's only $5 on Steam to boot. Don't miss out. Games this good and cheap don't come along very often. Please leave a like if you like my style, and I'll see you next time.